And welcome into episode 257 of Two Noobs Talking. You probably noticed we didn't have an intro this week. Kind of lots going on this past week. And we're airing about a week after it all kind of went down. But we wanted to take topic one here and really get into what happened and discuss it. And we're each going to go uninterrupted on, I guess, some individual thoughts, feelings, rants, ravings about everything that's happened. So we're going to do that for topic one. We're not going to do our normal over 40 rants or fun facts or anything like that. We will move on to topics 2, 3, and 4 eventually because we don't let terror rule our lives, and we're going to get on with things. And so we'll do that and try to lighten the mood as we go along here. But first, we have to get into what happened here in topic one. And unfortunately, due to allergies, I am struggling a little bit with my vocal passages. So it has been agreed that I may proceed first so that I can rest while the other two go. And so I'll have myself ready for topics 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to get right into it. This was kind of difficult for me to kind of organize my thoughts of what to say here. Interestingly enough, because earlier in the week, I was expecting to come in and talk about what happened on the North Carolina light rail. Because I saw that whole situation as a real microcosm of a lot of things that are wrong with the world right now. And then Wednesday happens, Charlie Kirk is assassinated in front of hundreds of college students in Utah. And I think that really amplified a lot of those things. I didn't know much about Charlie Kirk other than clips I've seen of him on Facebook. I don't really know what he was about. From what I saw, there were things I agreed with. There were things I didn't agree with. What have you. It's just as anyone else that you could see online. So I have no emotional attachment here. His murder in a vacuum is tragic, and I lament it. And I have the same sadness I would have for anyone who is unjustifiably taken at a young age and leaves behind a family with young children. It's horrific whenever it happens. But as information about this came out, I had this feeling in my gut like, this is really bad. And not just for his family and friends, but for the nation as a whole, right? This wasn't a robbery gone wrong. This wasn't a front door confrontation, a silent killing somewhere where it was obscured from the world. This was a public execution in front of hundreds of kids, okay? And so you knew for sure that this was politically motivated. And this is not someone in office with power. It's not somebody even running for office. This was a guy killed because he had opinions that someone didn't like. And I think one big problem that this exemplifies is we don't have critical thinking anymore. The idea of a debate is you're exchanging ideas, you're trying to convince the other side or an audience that your viewpoint is correct. And if you think critically, you bring facts to the table and logic, and you try to be consistent in your arguments, etc. When you believe you can't win an argument fair and square, either because you don't have the facts to back you up, or you don't know the facts because you're uneducated on the subject, and you're that desperate for a victory, you try other things. You try to be the loudest one in the room and shout them down. You call them names. You try to humiliate them or discredit them. And when that doesn't work, you shut them up. You prevent them from speaking. You keep them out of certain places. And to the extreme, as in this case, you kill them. And I think it's telling. There was a recent South Park episode that made fun of Charlie Kirk. And I'm not throwing shade at South Park or blaming them for anything. They mock everybody under the sun. That's not the point here. But Kirk's reaction to it was like, oh, cool, I was on South Park. And people online who don't like him were apoplectic that he wasn't throwing a temper tantrum about being made fun of. And so that's how you see the progression. People like this killer, well, if he's not going to back down when he's quote unquote humiliated, more extreme methods are going to have to be used to shut him up. Whatever happened to let's agree to disagree and we'll move on? Now it's, if you can't win the argument to sway the public opinion, we got to move to dirty pool. And that brings me to another point, which has to do with recent trends in name calling. Okay. The word Nazi. We joked about it a couple weeks ago with the Sydney Sweeney ad. But ultimately, it's not really a funny thing. People who think Kirk was a Nazi or who casually throw that term around are morons who don't know their history. And frankly, it belittles the experience of those who suffered at the hands of the actual Nazis in Germany in the 1930s and 40s. Read your history, okay? Hitler wasn't going from college to college holding debates and engaging in exchanges of ideas. He was convinced he was part of a master race, and the Nazis, as a result, murdered 6 million people. And you talk about like detention centers, the things that are going on these days. Oh, jails. It's like concentration camp. You have no idea what a concentration camp is. Visit Auschwitz. Okay. I've been to Mauthausen in Austria. You walk in there, and even as a 16-year-old, I could feel the problematic atmosphere there. You went into gas chambers. There were ovens that people were put in. Okay? So this is all, the hypothesis is, well, if you could go back and kill Hitler, right, would you do it? And that is supposed to soften the idea that you could kill someone today by calling them a Nazi. The time travel aspect, though, with Hitler is based on hindsight. Yes, would you have killed Hitler before? Yes, because he was ultimately going to be responsible for literally killing 6 million people. You have no knowledge of that, of anyone currently today. So you can't play this game. And then the other one that people throw around a lot is fascism. You know what? Killing political opponents is a hallmark of fascism. Why? Because you can't have dissent in a fascist regime. Okay, the goal of a fascist regime is to maintain a stranglehold on power. It's authoritarian. And when you look at history, that's what authoritarian regimes do, no matter what you label it. Okay, the Soviet Union, China, Cuba, Venezuela, North Korea, political opponents murdered, citizens jailed simply for disagreement. They won't bow to the supreme leader. They won't conform to the ideals of the government. And anyone who thinks it's appropriate to kill someone solely for not conforming to a chosen set of ideas is perpetuating that legacy, and dare I say, is what they accuse their objects of derision to have become. That's why the First Amendment exists in this country. Okay? Those in power cannot suppress opposing viewpoints, and that's how critical thinking develops. You take in all the data points, all the views, all the sides, and you evaluate and come to your own rational conclusion. You may not like some of the facts you hear. You may not like some of the opinions you hear. Some of them may be abhorrent to you. There are way too many people, in my opinion, who are celebrating the killing of a person over his opinions, and I think it's disgusting. But violence is not a proportional response to words or opinions. Charlie Kirk had the same mindset. The whole reason he did these college tours was, if we can't talk this out, that's when the violence starts. part of my fear when I heard about this murder was, oh God, are we headed for retribution, civil war? What's going to become now? You know who would love that? Russia, China. If we're occupied by fighting each other, there are plenty of other countries that would love to seize that opportunity to drive us completely out of business. And one last thing I want to point out, one of the good reasons for the First Amendment, you might have misheard. You might have misinterpreted what someone said or what someone wrote. And you're willing to condemn them to death because you didn't understand or care to understand what they're actually saying. Don't believe every single thing you hear. Good example. Stephen King, after Charlie Kirk was murdered, put out a tweet that said he was in favor of stoning gay people, he being Charlie Kirk. Well, it turns out after further review, the quote he was relying on for that statement was excerpted completely out of context, and King admitted, hey, you know what? I was wrong about what he said. I read it wrong. I misinterpreted it. I guarantee a lot of people celebrating Charlie Kirk's death know even less than I do about his opinions and viewpoints. And so I would say to anyone who thinks it's okay that because someone has an opinion, they deserve to die, you better damn well know what that opinion is before you reach that conclusion. Don't be so quick to dole out death and judgment. Who are you? So I thank you, and I yield the floor. I believe Matt is next up.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. That was really well said. You know, I when I saw it happen Wednesday night, I just grew not only sad but just incredibly disappointed at the state of the American political discourse in this country right now. I think for far too long, political figures on both the left and the right have been turned into idols. We lionize them. We look to them to solve our problems. And yet it just seems to be that has been taken, that very fact of having idol worship of your political figures is taking away from the entire grand American vision, grand American experiment, basically. And those camps really have taken away who we're ultimately responsible to. And that's to a creator God who ultimately created us out of nothing. And the very fact that there are people that are celebrating the death, I guess, doesn't surprise me given the state of the world, but it's just sad. Even from like having people wish that their political opponent could have a heart attack and die in office. That was said to my face in 1995, and I've never forgotten it. And the reason why I haven't forgotten it is because it's a reminder to me of just how dark people can get, while at the same time thinking that they're good or boasting that they're good, and they're not. And that's really the crux of this, where I'm coming from. 2008, I became a Christian fully. Even though I was in a Christian family, I owned my faith in Christ in 2008. And the reason why is because part of it was the gospel had a profound impact on my life. I knew that my very nature was full of corruption. No matter what it was, any thought I had, good, bad, and there were a lot of bad, it needed to be rectified. It needed to have not only just a rectification, but a reconciliation with God. And so when I hear people that say we got to tone down the political violence, all for it. However, these are the same people that have fomented a lot of problems, that have called people Nazis, that have called people fascists, simply for just having a different opinion. I don't agree with you, you're fascist. I don't agree with you, you're Nazi. And that's very damning. So I have a very difficult time trying to reconcile that in my brain. Do they truly mean that they want to have the political violence toned down? And if they do, how come they didn't do it previously? When they had every opportunity to condemn it. Now all of a sudden we've got a 31-year-old activist dead. And now it's time to tone it down? I don't think so. The problem is in here, guys. The problem is always in the heart. And whether we like it or not, it is really, 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 really key for us to understand. It is a very dark place, this heart. Even if we don't say it out loud, we will have the tendency to think dark thoughts. We do. Our tongues can plot destruction. Like the word of the Lord is very clear on this. We love evil more than good, lying more than speaking what is right. That's where we find ourselves right now. I am convinced that's where we find ourselves right now. But here's the thing. There is a way that we could get out of this. There is a way that we can get out of it. We have to come to our individual breaking point. We have to come individually to say all of the hate that's welling in my heart. And that's another thing that I could go on another tangent on. People saying, oh, you have to be taught how to hate. No, you know how to hate. Everybody knows how to hate. You have to be taught good. That's what the law is for. The law tells you this is what you must do in order to be good. It's not the other way around. It's not the law teaches you how to hate. No. It teaches you how to be good because you're hateful inside. But here's, again, it goes back to what I was saying before, though. It's never too late. It's never too late to turn from this behavior. Well, how do you do that? Well, you beg and you plead. And it's not to any one of us on this podcast. It's not to any one of your neighbors. You have to reconcile with a man that created you upstairs. The Lord God, the creator of heaven and earth, who made each and every one of you out of nothing, who made me out of nothing. That's who you're held to account. That's who you are held to account. And what he's looking at right now is an absence. You're absent from him. You need reconciliation, but you need to come to a place where you have to admit that you fall short. No matter where you go and whatever you may say or do, you sin and fall short of his glory. But it's never too late to ask for his forgiveness. I would challenge every single one of us to examine your heart and be honest with yourself. Why am I so incredibly quick to hate my person, to hate someone that has a different opinion? Why is that? Why do I fly off the handle? Why can't I just either A, walk away, or even pray for your enemy? I guarantee you that's what our problem is. We do not pray for our enemies. We'll pray for our friends. We won't pray for those that persecute. We won't pray for those that are enemies of us. But ask the Lord to have mercy on me. I'm broken. I need you to put me back together. I can't do this on my own. I need you. There's nothing more beautiful in the world than when a broken, destructed, fallen apart sinner cries out to God and says, Lord, have mercy on me, a sinner. There is nothing more beautiful in the world. This process, though, can take months. In my case, it may take a year, year and a half. But I guarantee you that when you come to the Lord and you confess your sin and you turn from all the wickedness that is in your heart, you're going to see a change. You're going to see an entire change where your heart instead of being stony and evil, is going to have a heart of flesh, new thoughts, new desires that's full of love and joy and peace and patience and kindness and goodness and faithfulness to God and gentleness. And more importantly than all of these is self control. And that is where we need to really rescue ourselves. The lack of self control, the ability to put your phone away and chuck it away when you see something that boils inside of you. You throw it away and you say, Lord, just give me the patience. Please give me the patience and the thoughts that not only will win my other person's heart over, but that makes you, the Lord, happy and one of his own. John, I give the floor to you, bud.
Well, thank you, Matt. All right, that's heavy enough. Uh, I do want to start off with a bright side point to Charlie Kirk's foundation that he started, Turning Point USA. I was reading this morning that they had about 9,000 applications prior to his death for colleges to start their little section of Turning Point USA that would, kind of preach the gospel and preach, the conservative movement that he was involved in. After his death, the Turning Point office announced they have over 18,000 more applications and they are processing them as fast as they can. So he didn't die in vain, and his values are still out there and way more people are now on board, which I think is a beautiful thing. Just if anything I can say good came out of it, it's hearing young people in colleges have heard his word and heard the other side, and they're making a choice for a better society. Now on to the heavy stuff. My first thought is, as soon as I saw what happened, wasn't, oh my God, he was killed. Who's the guy? Who blah blah blah. As soon as I saw it, I said, the system fucking broke. Because this is the system's fault. This is everything we've built into the bullshit over the last 20 years. Social media addiction, porn addiction, sports addiction. You could just name it. That nobody takes accountability for anything anymore. They hide behind their phones and they spout their garbage. Nobody reads anymore. There is no critical thinking. There's nothing. The system has finally broken because something even our parents can't say. They never saw someone die on live TV. We all just did. That's how far we've fallen. And if we can't fix it, and this is not a president thing, this is not a next election thing, this is not a money thing, this is a morality thing. And if we can't fix it as a country, you will see this more and more and more. And that's scary. To Steve, your point was a great point with the Civil War, how they were saying, worried this might happen, this might happen. I honestly believe in my heart that Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, was the birthplace of the Civil War, and it still continues. And if you're on it today, it isn't stopping. And that's something people need to take into consideration. Just because there isn't guns flying and troops marching on the streets doesn't mean we're not at complete disagreement as a country. And we don't need leaders. We need people to make decisions to either step away from it and live your life, or it's going to get worse. And that's my biggest fear of this.
I'd like to thank everyone for indulging us in topic one, getting that all off our chest.
Yeah.
I think it was important that it was all said, and I thank you, gentlemen, for giving your thoughts. And
I have to say, like, behind the scenes, I think I wrote, like, that whole outline was like 2 pages long. I don't think I've ever, like, had something like that ever. Normally it's like you read the article, it's like, okay, you have an idea.
yeah.
This one was it was like, oh my gosh, it's expended a lot of emotional capital, and yeah, it's been a lot. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys giving me the forum here on this podcast. I wouldn't have asked it for any other 2 guys that I would rather talk to about this. So appreciate you sharing your thoughts on that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
And as I said, we will move on with the rest of the program because we don't let terrorists rule our lives. And we're going to do what we do week in and week out.
Hell yeah.
And I would like to thank you, Matt, personally, for lifting the ban on AI discussions.
Yeah, seriously.
Because that means for topic 2, we get to discuss an AI article.
Woo! Let's do it.
Of course, as I get into the article, you see why Matt was willing to lift the ban on AI.
It's like it was written for him.
Yeah, right?
But it wasn't. It was a futurism article. In their latest biweekly survey of AI adoption, the U.S. Census Bureau found evidence of an obvious drop-off in corporate AI use, the largest since the survey began in November of 2023. The survey, which compiles data from over 1.2 million firms throughout the U.S., shows usage of AI tools among companies with over 250 employees dropping from nearly 14% in mid-June to under 12% in August. AI adoption also fell or remained flat in mid-sized companies with less than 250 workers, but more than 19. That's a little arbitrary cutoff.
Yeah,
okay. 19. Why not just 20? It's a particularly distressing sign for tech investors and CEOs whose unfettered spending on AI is now literally holding up the U.S. economy. If a corporate AI revolution is underway, it's not showing up in the data. Up to this point, enterprise AI has been incredibly unprofitable, with a whopping 95% of U.S. companies that took up AI reporting that the software has failed to generate any sort of new revenue. Some financial onlookers are warning that the tech industry might never recoup its spending on AI and that innovations around the software have hit a plateau. In August, OpenAI's long-awaited GPT-5 model, which was expected to show a massive improvement over previous AI releases, hit the net with a thud. And perhaps the most telling sign, companies that had previously laid off or stopped hiring flesh and blood workers are now scrambling to refill their ranks, realizing the tech is nowhere near as capable as the hype made it out to be.
Wow.
I can echo, I saw something probably around a month ago theorizing that what if where AI is not going to get much better than this? So this is something that's been coming down the pike, I think, for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Matt, you are the hater of AI on the program. I'll let you go first.
I wonder why. I don't know. No, okay. It's interesting because immediately as I was discussing this article with my brother-in-laws, we were celebrating my dad's birthday last night, which was great. He was quick to point out, well, okay, the drop was from June to August. Aren't people taking a lot of vacation? I said, that's very true. But as we read further into the article, obviously what you just said, Steve, the fact that they rolled out, I think it was 5.0 or something like that, OpenAI.
GPT-5, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the fact that it's going like a thud, I guess it's no surprise in that regard because it still hasn't been fully perfected yet. And yet there is this rush by most companies, or seemingly, to install this into everyone's workflows and things along those lines. And in some cases, I could see a use. If you have like a large data set, I could see it. And I've said that before on the podcast. I just don't see the practical application of it. It seems like there's more work that you need to do in order to get whatever data you need to get out of it. A lot of trial and error, and that is a lot of indirect cost right now that is really, I think, eating away at all of this, and why people are saying, you know what, okay, this is maybe 5 or 7 years down the road. It's not right now. We need
You're
those
talking about like the revisions to the prompts and things that you need to get the information.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. So and it's funny because it's like I work for a tech company and we're currently undergoing AI training, and the most it wasn't insidious, but it was really strange in the fact that, let's just say a customer has a problem with like an activation of a subscription for some, for whatever reason, and you're able to essentially take this prompt and you're able to craft an email and say, well, we understand you have a difficulty. We apologize for the inconvenience. Here are some steps that you can do. And you send that out as your email. You're not sending it. You're not typing it out. You're not having that relationship back and forth with the customer and understanding their concern. All you're doing is just sending the email out that is artificial. That is basically, oh, here are the steps that you can use. Well, okay. I mean, what if that person has questions on the steps that they can use to try and resolve the problem? There are many different avenues to this that I find very troubling. It's the interaction between people is missing, and I think we need to recover that. I think still a little bit more, but integrate AI slowly and not like right now. That's my main concern with all of this. Yeah. John, what do you think?
Oh, my turn.
Yeah.
I'm just joking around. AI is problematic. I would like to see in my world in which nothing goes wrong and the world is a wonderful place and we could just put this thing in. Like, I could see it working in shipping and receiving. I could see it working in scheduling. I can see it working in very basic where you actually don't have employees, when you have employees doing 2 or 3 different things and they happen to do shipping and receiving, or they're doing something else and they happen to be doing scheduling. I could see it taking the burden off, but going further than that right now, from at least the programs I've played with, it just takes too long to get it to exactly. I tried something. I'm starting a new job on Monday, and I was just messing around with ChatGPT, and I was like, okay, here's my scenario to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, fictitious name, fictitious job, like this is what I want to do with it. And then it asked me like 12 more questions, like, well, what exactly? And then I had to do that, and I remember just laughing because I was talking to my wife on the phone while I was doing it, and I started laughing. And I was like, I could have done that in 5 minutes. What I just spent 35 minutes explaining to him.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny to me. Everybody's so quick to the AI thing. Oh, it's going to change the world. It's going to do this. I know a lot of techs that use it for basic internet searches. That it's their new Google, which is actually a really good use for it because it's quicker than Google.
Oh yeah.
But I haven't seen anybody that I know using this or that have made like a big transition to oh my God, this thing's changed my life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been.
So I don't know why. I think where we're at is where we need to be, and I think the back step is us realizing that, because when this stuff came out, I thought, oh well, easy, in a year this is going to rule everything. Now I'm starting to realize this is harder than it would be if I wrote it down on a piece of paper.
Yeah,
it's the reactionary nature, and that's just human nature. You hear. And these big tech companies were pushing it all, and they're saying, oh, this is going to, if you're not using AI, you're going to be left in the dust. I've actually I heard somebody in the last 2 weeks who said that one of their differentiators to customers is that they're not using AI for certain things because customers are like, yeah, I'm not buying that. And I think that it was pushed on us as this revolutionary new thing. It turned out it wasn't ready. Matt, to your question about ChatGPT, John's got me mispronouncing. ChatGPT 5. The article says it was expected to be a leap forward in intelligence, but it actually performed worse on benchmark tests than its peers.
On a benchmark? I mean, that's huge right there. Yeah, yeah.
And that goes... What goes with the color blue?
Yeah.
That's
Right?
like those kind of questions that they ask on Benchmark.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, you have to think about leaps of innovation. They go huge,
Mhm.
and then it's smaller and smaller steps.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yep.
times, right?
Mhm.
Like, there's a
Internet.
big leap on something,
Yep.
and then you build little things on top.
Yep.
Maybe the AI was the AI we got was the big. Now it's just going to be refinement from this point, rather than huge leaps every single time.
Yeah.
And I think investors and people who were jumping on this train thought like every time we got a new GPT model, it was going to be, huge steps ahead. We're going to have to replace workers and blah, 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 blah. And instead they're finding out, hey, we were promised we were going to make some revenue off of this. And guess what? We haven't.
Yeah.
Because to Matt's point, we have to pay prompt engineers to get the prompts right so that we get the right feedback instead of spending the 8 hours that it would have taken the employee that we fired 30 minutes messing around on a computer to come up with on their own.
Yeah. The lack of ingenuity, too, I think, in all of this troubles me, and creativity. The lack of creativity in solving problems may be a bit of a concern. It has for me. It's something where I think we want to be able to have the machine just spit out what we need to do, but in order to get there, we have to have this inordinate amount of cost, time, labor to try and get there. And it's like that amount of time can be far better spent if you have people in there that are willing to sit down and take the time to think. It's kind of what we were talking about earlier in topic 1, unfortunately. Time to critically think about things and come up with solutions rather than just having the answers just spit out. And that's where I would want to see more ingenuity in the American workforce, as opposed to let's just rely on AI to get the answers.
Well, that's the inherent problem in this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
A machine can never be creative. Why? Because what the large language model is
Ones
a
and
pattern
zeros.
recognition.
Yeah, ones and zeros.
It's pattern recognition. It sees patterns and things, and so it sees a similar pattern. It's going to give you a similar result. It doesn't have the ability to think outside the box to give you a creative solution to a question that it can't quite line up with things that hadn't been fed to it previously.
Sure.
So just to show you, gentlemen, the power that I wield.
Yes.
As you know, I went to the Flyers Rangers Rookie Series game last night at PPL Center in Allentown. Unfortunately, for some god unknown reason, the section I was sitting in was overwhelmingly populated by Ranger fans. I
Oh,
don't know
God.
why.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh, boy.
But at a certain point, I think it was in the second period, they started a "Let's Go Rangers" chant.
Oh, of course.
I booed the chant.
Yeah.
And it stopped immediately.
Like,
It was like I think they got through like 2 iterations. They go, "Let's go Rangers." I'm like, "Oh, really?"
Yeah.
"Let's go Rangers." I went, "Boo!" And then crickets. Right?
nice.
That is
Wow.
power right there. That is
Okay.
Yeah, it's tremendous power.
Single-handedly, I stopped the "Let's Go Rangers" chant. Fantastic.
That's awesome. I love it.
Unfortunately, the Rangers won the game. But it's
Ah.
bad. All right, topic 3. This is John's favorite subject.
Oh, yeah.
So you knew we had to put this one in there. Never before seen video released by a member of Congress appears to show a U.S. military Hellfire missile bouncing off a bright, shiny object that was being tracked off the coast of Yemen on October 30th, 2024. The video was released at a House Government Oversight Subcommittee hearing into Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena, or UAP, which is the military's term for UFOs. John's shaking his head. I see that.
Yes.
This was a video played by Representative Eric Burleson of Missouri. Overhead video shows a fast-moving object in a straight line above the waves in the waters off the coast of Yemen, and captured what Burleson said was a Hellfire missile fired by another Reaper drone that appeared to strike the object. The video showed what appeared to be an impact, but the object seemed to continue on its same trajectory. At the time that the video was purportedly taken, the waters off of Yemen were an active combat zone. If in case you're wondering why our first instinct would be to shoot something that we don't know what it is.
Maybe it was Iron Man.
Yeah, well, right?
Right.
According to George Knapp, an investigative journalist, he asked, "What the hell is that?" Listen,
very, very important question.
Right there.
Very, very important question for an investigative journalist. What the hell is that? You know?
Well, you're getting to the bottom of it right away.
Right? I mean, seriously.
Burleson said he was.
Question. What the hell is that?
Right.
Burleson said he was not going to speculate on what the object was in the video, but asked, "Why are we being blocked from this information consistently?" Asked to comment on the video, a DoD spokesperson said, "I have nothing for you."
Because they don't know what the hell it is either.
Right,
so there
I
you
know.
go.
Having seen the video myself, I'm not sure I saw anything bouncing off of anything, but maybe that was just me watching it on a phone. John, you're the UAP expert on this panel, so please give us your take.
I be a UAP expert. I must be a UFO expert.
Fair enough. You're a UFO
And
expert on this panel.
every single person or organization that is involved in this story is completely full of shit. I watched the video. The same. Nothing happened. I don't know what I am so afraid of why this United States government has a hard-on for aliens all of a sudden. They wouldn't tell us shit in the 90s. Now all of a sudden this is Boner City with these people. They're holding committee after committee after committee. I don't know. I don't trust them. I do not trust them. They all gather together for a simple thing. I don't want anything to do with it.
Don't get it.
This was probably one of their missiles just chasing another one of their missiles, and they don't want to look stupid, so they made this story up.
It's not Iron Man?
Why are you in Yemen? Knock it off. Bring them home. Like, I'm tired of this.
Right.
I mean, I'm shocked at our top conspiracy theorist here, who absolutely believes aliens are here, and he's blowing this thing off. That's amazing.
It's crazy.
Matt, did you have? I mean, neither John or I saw anything. Did you see anything in this video?
No, but I do think it is Iron Man. I think there is an Iron Man flying around out there. That is a great movie, by the way. The first Iron Man, not Iron Man 2 or 3, the first one. That kicked
Didn't
off.
the missile chase him in that movie?
Oh yeah. Like
yeah. So that
a
was
couple of
probably all that
F-14s
is. They
chased
just had a
him.
rogue missile chasing him.
Yeah. You know, and it's such a great movie. Listen, I really don't care, to be perfectly honest, in all this. It is hilarious though, because you see like the bare bones minimum of like that investigative journalist. It's such a great question. What the hell is that? And the DOD or DOW, we should call them now, because it's like the Department of War, are basically saying, well, we don't know. What the hell? You know, and it's just, they're running around, they're trying to figure it out, and it's just utterly hilarious that they cannot pinpoint. John, you made a great point. I think it was, what was it, pre-production? Or I thought I might have heard somebody say,
Oh, the 4K.
the 4K, right? Yeah. You said that, right? In pre-production, you were
It
like,
was John. Yeah.
you mean to tell me, like, with all the advancements in technology that we have run
My
around
phone's in 4K.
Right. Your phone is in 4K. My phone is like 1080p. I think Steve's is probably 1080p, 2180p, whatever. And you get a shot from an F-14 that's like at 460 or 360p. Like, what the bloody hell, U.S. Air Force?
The camera at the Wendy's drive-through is
Right?
So sad. Billions and billions of that. This is bullshit.
They're using a real player at the at the DoD to stream this.
Right.
That's
It's just circling very slowly. You know?
Right.
Oh my gosh. My God, real player. That brings me back.
Buffering.
Buffering. But yeah, it's funny. I mean, it's absolutely.
What really
hilarious.
happened was they strapped an iPhone 1 to the bottom of the drone.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, it's got to be.
You know, I literally on my phone last night watched the entire Phillies broadcast on my phone in HD without a buffer or a glitch or anything. I was only using cellular data. You're telling me you don't have this kind of technology? I had it last night.
Right? And it's not in one of the most advanced fighter jets in the world right now, in an F-14. So it's like, you got to think that with some of these cameras and the radar and all that kind of stuff, they're able to pick that up or something like that, but apparently they don't. I don't know why. You know, it's like my camera probably on the Honda Accord. The backup camera is probably at 360p, and it probably is a little bit more clear than what they showed. That kind of a deal. So,
Oh, dude, if a UFO, a missile hit a UFO, and you were changing lanes, I would have seen it. Clear.
yeah,
Like what they showed was, they're lying. They're flat out lying. I don't know what their motive is to this, but they are absolutely lying about this.
I just wonder if there's like more satellites than they know that's up there. Maybe it might have been a satellite. I don't know. Only speculating, of course, but it makes me wonder if they've shot up so many of these damn things that they don't know what it could be. It could be a satellite, maybe a rogue satellite going around up there. You never know.
I think it was a little lower than a satellite orbit.
Okay, all right.
But it's definitely. I mean, I joked. I'm glad they were in a war zone because, you know, it always reminds me of the Godzilla King of the Monsters movie when Rodan comes out of the volcano and they shoot missiles at it from jets. I'm like, that thing just came out of a volcano, and you think a missile
That's
is going to do anything?
Right?
It's brilliant. And same thing, like you see something you don't know, and you're like, well, let's shoot it.
Over Yemen for no reason.
For no reason whatsoever.
and we're going to use, even though this drone is equipped, you know, for spying, we're going to film it, and it's going to be so grainy. It's going to make the Zapruder film look like like 4K technology.
Right.
Just one last thing I will say.
Yeah.
I have a drone about the size of my phone. Okay.
Yeah.
I have a little drone. It's got a camera on it. And when I'm home, I like to fly it up and just do fun things.
Sure.
And it ports back with my camera way clearer than their $1 million drone. I don't understand.
What is happening?
Well, you see, John, what happens is when they get up that high altitude, the cosmic rays make it through, and they damage the semiconductors in the thing, so you can't have like high quality equipment up there.
None of those people are that smart to say what you just said to me.
All right, you know what's really happening, John, is you got global warming. And if you didn't have global warming, you'd be able to have a better video reception.
I do not believe them.
We will get you to believe the aliens, John. We will get you to believe.
I need to get away from Windows talking all this shit.
All right, we made it to topic 4, and the Eagles will be playing the Chiefs shortly. So, you know, we I did not wear Eagles, unfortunately, today.
I broke out the old McNabb jersey.
I was wondering if that's what that was.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you had a McNabb jersey.
Traitor. Thought you were my friend.
Yeah. Well, I looked at it. I think I got this like when the Eagles opened Lincoln Financial Field, and I already had the Dawkins jersey prior to that, and I was like, oh, I wonder who I could get. And I was looking and looking and looking, and I saw, you know, Westbrook at that point was, you know, only a rookie. No one really knew who he was at that point. And I said, oh, McNabb, I guess I ought to get it.
If only you would have had the foresight. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, he'll be irrelevant like when Jalen wins another Super Bowl, which may or may not happen soon.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah, I said may or may not.
Jinx it. He'll never be irrelevant. I mean, his stats stand up great. He's not going to be first.
And when you're friends with Michael Jordan, I think you're doing pretty good. I think you're doing pretty good there.
Yeah,
he was even in the house when they opened up.
He was
the season, which is great.
He was.
Yeah. Yes, he was. Michael Jordan, greatest basketball player ever.
Yeah, exactly.
He's also got to protect that investment.
Right.
Jordan football shoes. He's got to be there for that.
He's got to be there for that. Yeah,
absolutely.
Businessman. He's a better businessman than he is a basketball player.
Well, he's what, 60 now? So I would hope he's a better
Yeah.
businessman than basketball player at this stage.
that
I mean,
makes
he's no,
me
he's no Shaq, but he's pretty good.
that makes me feel very old. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that.
Sorry. Sorry.
We're good.
All right, topic 4. Matt scrambled to come up with something for us here.
Oh yeah,
So
100% I did.
we got some yard barkers and immaculate grids and whatnot. So we're just gonna roll through it.
yeah, just
What do you
have
got for us?
just to have a little fun. So we got the NFL rushing yards leaders since 2000s quiz here, gents. So our average, average
Derrick Henry.
yeah, this was created as of September 10th, 2025. Average score 21 out of 25. 21.
Ooh, so we got our work cut out for us.
Yeah,
Okay.
so in 5 minutes we got to
Oh, they
figure
give us teams.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
have the year, the team, and the number of yards. So yeah, it's
So it's
Saquon.
Saquon.
All right, start the clock. We can do this.
If I could spell, that would be terrific.
Saquon, thank you. Let's come on now.
There we go.
Okay.
Got it. All right.
Okay, Christian McCaffrey.
Yep.
I see
Uh,
Adrian Peterson.
I see
probably
a
there.
Jacobs in there. Josh Jacobs. Peterson.
Yep, there you go.
Very good. Couple times.
Who's the guy from Indy? Who's the guy from Indy that they wanted to trade?
Was that Jonathan Taylor? Got
Jonathan Taylor.
Yep.
it. Yeah.
Yep.
Derrick
Okay.
Henry.
Henry. Right. Can I spell Henry? Thank you, Matt.
Is Ezekiel Elliott down there?
Yeah, Elliott's got to be in there.
Probably.
Yeah.
Is
Jamal
Miles
Lewis.
Sanders down there?
Why would Miles Sanders be down there?
No, not Miles Sanders.
Miles Sanders never
No,
won
he
a
wasn't
rushing
on
title.
team
What's
yet.
wrong with you?
LaShawn McCoy though is down there. We got
Yes.
that. Priest Holmes has to be in there somewhere. No. Oop, if I could spell it right.
Well,
that'd
if
be
you could spell his name correctly, he might be.
great.
Six homeless. Jacksonville. Was that Fred Taylor?
Might have been Fred Taylor.
I think so.
No.
No. Interesting. No.
What was it? Oh, 2011.
Kansas City.
Jones Drew.
Kansas
Jones
City
Drew.
in-
Jones Drew.
Yes.
Jones Drew, yeah.
Kansas City in 17.
Arian Foster in 2010. Wasn't that oh, I can see him. Oh, I can see him.
Do you have LaDainian Tomlinson?
He
do
would
not.
have to be on there.
Yeah. Seattle, that was
Adrian
Alexander.
James at the 06.
Adrian James has to be in there too. Yep.
New York Jets. I think that was Curtis Martin.
Martin, yeah. Williams, Ricky Williams, maybe? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tennessee was the kid from
Chris
Abington.
Johnson, yep. Chris Johnson, yep.
No, that was Eddie George.
No, that okay.
Yeah. Dallas, that was DeMarco Murray.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And then who was
the
who
Kansas
was
City
Kansas City? 17.
I could see him.
I know. They
Not
never
too-
have running backs.
2 minutes and 45 to figure this out. One guy.
Mhm.
It was Priest Holmes did rush for them, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Mhm.
He did,
wasn't
but
there.
not in
Early.
17.
Yeah.
But this, I mean, he was a dynamic running back. I remember, and I can see him. He wore 24 or 5.
I think it was 25.
Oh, this is killing me. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Holy cow.
Come on, we got 2 minutes. Chiefs 17.
No.
Nick.
Adams?
I
No.
got nobody.
No.
This is gonna
I've been conditioned by the NFL to think the Chiefs are only Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, and Jason
Right.
Kelsey.
Yeah.
So-
Travis Kelsey. Travis Kelsey.
Kelsey? No.
But- I was correcting John. I wasn't giving you a
No,
suggestion.
I know. Just joking.
Oh man. Holy crap.
Didn't have. I was going to say maybe Tom had him in a fantasy.
We're gonna be mad about this.
Oh,
we're
gonna
gonna be
definitely
pissed
mad
off at
about
this. Because I
yeah.
could see him.
We're gonna be,
Oh my God.
we're gonna be mad about this. I can't think of his name. He was good when Ezekiel Elliott was good.
Mm-hmm.
That's not helpful.
No. 1,300.
I don't remember
yards.
any of Ezekiel Elliott's career. That's the problem.
Well, no one really does. He played for the Cowboys, John. So,
Yeah, I know.
hi, Glenn. How you doing?
Yeah.
Minute to go.
Holy crap.
Yeah, this is. Oh my
At least
gosh.
we beat the
Give up.
average.
Yeah, give up.
Yeah, we're not gonna
Yeah,
get this.
All right. All
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
give up.
It was Kareem
Kareem
Hunt.
Hunt, son of a.
Damn it.
Kareem Hunt. Still, that's fantastic. Very well done.
All right, we
All
beat
right.
the average. So
We did beat the average. All right.
Yeah.
Immaculate
Yeah.
grid
Yeah.
time, gents, as we go
All right.
on. So you have the Chiefs running across from left to right. Cleveland going down. So let's just go this. So you have someone to play for the Chiefs and the Browns, someone to play for the Chiefs
All
and
right.
the Cardinals, someone to play for the Chiefs and the Super Bowl champion. Then Colts, Browns, Colts, Cardinals, Colts, Super Bowl champ.
All right, I'm going. I want Jalen Hurts and the Super Bowl champion.
No, because we have to go obscure, right?
Yeah, we could go obscure. Yeah.
Oh, it has to be obscure.
Mhm.
Yeah, Chris Long.
Oh, very good.
There you go. Could we have used him in another place? That no.
1%. Nicely
1%. There you go. So you want obscure.
done. All right.
Okay.
So I would say probably up here, Len Dawson. No one's going to have that. If we're talking Chiefs. 4%. All right.
Had more than I did with Chris Long.
You know who would be here with the Colts?
Who's that?
Johnny
It's
U.
the center.
No,
it's the center.
no.
Yeah.
No.
Jeff
Yeah.
Saturday.
Oh yeah, no, do Johnny Nice because he didn't win it with the Colts, right?
He did win it with the Colts. He did.
Well, then don't put that.
Yeah,
No
I
one's
would
gonna
say
get
Jeff
Johnny
Saturday.
Unitas. Don't
Jeff
don't
Saturday.
because
All right.
no, don't do that either.
All right.
Pick somebody who won a Super Bowl but not with the Colts and then played with the Colts.
Huh. Are you sure that's right? Anyway, we'll go on. Chiefs, Browns, Chiefs, Cardinals, Colts, Browns, Colts, Cardinals.
Browns Eagles is what's his name from the fullback.
The fullback.
You're not thinking Owen
I
Schmidt,
can't
are
remember
you?
his name.
Can't
Yeah,
remember.
I can't remember his name.
Trying to think
Who
here.
went to the Browns?
Yeah.
I guess the guy
Artist
they
Hicks.
traded.
Did he go to the Browns?
Some reason I keep
I don't
thinking
know.
Carson Wentz, but that's not right.
No.
No, not
I
yet.
swear Artist Hicks went to the Browns from the Eagles, but I can't.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot confirm that in my head.
How about
Keep thinking here.
Eagles Cardinals? Who was that cornerback?
Nate Allen, do you think?
No, not Nate Allen. It was. I'm pretty sure it was a cornerback. Maybe it was a safety.
There's so many people that went there. Do you think anybody would get Clyde Simmons?
Clyde Simmons did play
yes,
for Buddy.
he did.
Mhm.
We're going to put it in.
Wait, did Eric Allen play for
I think he might have. They all left.
Clyde Simmons? Go Clyde Simmons.
Yeah, Clyde Simmons, I
I'll
think,
go
is the
Clyde Simmons,
closer one. Nice.
1%. Okay.
1%.
Okay.
Good.
And no photo? Come on. I mean, give it.
They don't have photos. They don't have photos for anybody before 2020.
That's right. It was the 180p technology. Let's see.
Colts.
Yeah. Edgerrin James would be one.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
He's the only one that I know.
Yeah.
And that's high. 62, but I mean,
Of course, because
yeah.
Yeah, he's the only one that I can remember.
That really that we can remember that. Yeah. Colts and Super Bowl champion. I keep thinking Johnny Unitas won in Super Bowl 5.
Yeah, but they would pick Johnny Unitas. Would they pick the kicker?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Vanderjagt, Mike Vanderjagt.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
No. Vanderjagt never won with the Colts.
No.
No.
Oh,
No?
Vinatieri.
Vinatieri did.
Vinatieri.
4%. There you go.
4%. Okay,
Nice.
not
Nicely done.
Okay.
All right. So you got Eagles, Browns, Colts, Browns, Chiefs, Browns, Chiefs, Cardinals.
Jeff Garcia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good pick.
At 25.
Oh, 25%.
That's still not bad, though. I'll take that. Yeah.
Still, that's a good pick.
That's a very good pick. Yeah. Mhm.
Right.
So Colts, Browns, Colts, Chiefs, and Chiefs, Cardinals. This is where it gets a little fuzzy.
Well,
Did Trent Green play for the Cardinals? No.
No,
I don't have a good Trent Green history.
I
so.
don't think he played for the Colts either.
well, we already have Edgerrin.
Yeah, we
James
already have
for the
Edgerrin
Colts
James. Yeah.
Cardinals.
Oh, that's right. Chiefs, Cardinals.
Trent Green definitely played for the Chiefs. I don't think he played for the Browns and the Cardinals.
No.
No, I
It's-
don't think so. Maybe he played for the Browns. You want to try it in the Browns?
No, he did not play for the Browns.
No.
Because it was like the Redskins to Chiefs. He was always in blue or always in red. No matter where he went.
I feel like these would be like all kinds of linebackers for some reason. You know what I mean? Like there would be a ton of linebackers. moving
And
back
none of the
forth.
good ones. so
And
we're
none of
not
the
gonna
good ones,
remember
right? That's the problem. Yeah, 3 guesses
Yeah, I got
left.
nothing.
You got nothing, Steve? Any thoughts? Or
The Browns had like so many quarterbacks. One of them had to stop with the Chiefs, I would think.
Brian Hoyer.
what about Steve DeBerg?
Didn't he play for everybody?
He probably did.
Probably. Yeah, I would go for that.
Yeah.
I would go with that.
I was going to ask if Chase Daniel ever played for the Browns, but
Might have too. Nope. Okay. Chase Daniel.
Would you
you
try
said,
Chase
right?
Daniels?
Okay.
Yeah, just try that.
Nope. Incorrect.
And we got one more
We
shot.
got one more shot. Yep. Incorrect grade, of course, but
Browns.
Bernie Kosar. He had to play for the Chiefs. No, he didn't.
Kurt Warner never played for the Chiefs. right?
no.
I don't think so.
No. Didn't play for the Colts either.
I'd be interested in see what they were.
Yeah, I just this is just curious. Metcalf, Eric Metcalf,
Okay.
maybe. I'm not really feeling it, but
Just go for
To
we got
hit it
nothing
anyway.
left.
Just we'll find
Yeah,
out.
we got nothing.
nothing. Okay, rarity
No.
score 398 though. That's very good.
Okay.
Let's see who else we got. Does it show? It's not gonna. Okay, show summary.
Yeah. It did
Oh, it's
say
not gonna show,
something.
like,
there were
which-
names on that.
Yeah.
It says you got to click no
There-
thanks.
There were names
Yeah.
up there.
Here we go.
There we go.
All right, so there were 71 players, 87.
Cool.
Most common, Kareem Hunt, DeAndre Hopkins. How about that? Joe
Oh,
Flacco.
yeah.
I'm tired of Kareem Hunt haunting me.
Right. See, that's why I told you not to pick Hurts there, John, because he was like 80%.
Huh.
Ah.
Interesting. Yeah. So there you go. Look
I
at
just
that.
wanted to put him there so everybody would remember that he played for the Eagles and he won a Super Bowl.
The most difficult was Eagles Browns at 39%
Well, I
accuracy.
like how Josh McCown was the one that
was the
everybody
most
picked.
what? Yeah.
That's
crazy.
hilarious.
Isn't that wild?
That's the most recent.
Look at that. 11 teams in the league, Josh McCown. That's crazy. All right. That does the
On
immaculate.
the next thing.
Automatic grid. So here we have the most receiving yards in one NFL game.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
there are
Alright.
33. Bear with me as I blow this up here. There we go.
All right. Let us know.
So you got the yards, the team they play for, the year, and the uniform number. So I know the first one,
yeah,
believe it
but-
or not. It's Flipper Anderson.
Good Lord. Who got 336 in freaking 89?
Yeah. That was
Holy
against
crap.
the Saints.
Oh,
Sunday
Calvin
Night
Johnson.
Football. Yeah.
Calvin Johnson.
Calvin Johnson.
Owens has to be on that list.
Oh, T.O. probably, right? Yeah. Okay.
Jerry has to be on that list, right?
Rice, maybe. Yeah, Jerry Rice, definitely. Okay.
John Taylor.
Taylor. Yeah.
See, if it were me, because I throw him
Oh.
bombs all the time in Tecmo Super Bowl.
Oh, I got a Billy Houghton. How about that? Okay.
Oh. How'd you get that?
I typed in Reed for some reason. I don't know why.
Why did that show up for Reed? That's weird.
Don't know. Don't know.
Huh.
Tyreek Hill, I see down there.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, he was in
Yeah.
the image, so yes.
Yeah, he would have to be. Yeah. Odell, is Odell on the
Ooh,
list?
Let's see. Beckham? No.
I swear he had
Eric Moles, I
ridiculous
think I see
numbers.
on there. No. Okay. Eric Moles would be there. Huh. Evans.
Jamarcus.
Got Lee Evans. Nice.
The guy from the Bengals. Who
Oh,
had
Chase.
last year. Not Chase. Yeah, Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase, yeah.
Yeah.
I see
I was going to
Julio
say
Jones
not
in
T.
there.
Higgins.
Oh, I got Julio Jones. Nice. All right, got them a few times.
Twice. 3 times.
Hines Ward.
No.
No?
No.
Oh, Antonio Brown. Sorry. Antonio Brown.
There you go.
Got my 84 eras mixed up.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, gosh. Okay. 1987 Washington. Gary Clark.
I can't read the. So Cleveland in 2023. Who the heck would that have been?
Cleveland?
Yeah. 265 yards, Cleveland. 2023.
And what's that
Ward
Giants one?
number 2.
I can't read this the screen. There's a Giants one.
Yeah,
there?
there's a Giants one
That's
in
from 62.
1962. Yeah. That's going to be a little
The
bit. of
only person I know that played was Frank Gifford for them.
I
Got
was gonna say
Plaxico
Plaxico.
Burress. Yeah.
I was going to say that one.
Oh, let's go Gifford.
Mhm.
Gifford. Maybe. Nope.
Who was 19 on Dallas
Got Jimmy Smith.
in 2009?
Why isn't Glenn here to help us out? Keyshawn.
Miles,
Yeah, right.
Miles Austin.
No,
Miles
Keyshawn
Austin.
would have showed up for Miles Austin.
I got it.
Oh,
Miles Austin.
okay.
Another Eagle to or Cowboy to Eagle bust.
Right? All right. So we have 1985, Kansas City, 309 yards, number 83. That's going to bother me because I think I remember that.
What about Steve Largent?
Steve
for
Largent.
the Seattle one.
Yep. Nice job.
Nice.
Nice job. 89, that would have been Jefferson, I think. No. Joyner? No.
Cleveland number 12 in 2013. Oh wait, was that the guy? Was that the kid who got suspended for like drugs?
I'll tell you. What's
was
the
his
average?
name?
We're above the average, by the way.
Gordon. Try Gordon.
Josh
Josh
Gordon.
Gordon. Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
Is Steve Smith on the list?
He
I
is
can't see
not.
the teams. I'm
He
just
is not.
guessing.
That's all right. I got you,
I'm
Johnny.
just, I'm just guessing at this point.
Bobby Lane?
Baltimore 99.
87.
Shannon Sharp.
No.
Who is 87? It was that guy.
Yeah,
What the
him.
hell is his name?
Him. I remember him.
I
yeah.
remember him. Chris Chambers. Nope. There's some of
Is
these
Larry Fitzgerald on the list?
fits.
No.
Gerald. Nope.
No.
So you have John. Just so you know, you have Kansas City, Detroit, Houston,
What years?
Kansas City of 85. We got 30 seconds left. Kansas City of 85, Detroit of 1950, Houston 1961, Giants 1962, Cleveland 2023, San Diego of 82, Baltimore of 89. Kellen Winslow might be.
Yeah,
No.
Kellen Winslow. Yeah.
No.
Or who's the other guy? I can't remember his name.
There are a few. James Lofton.
No way.
No. I
Nope.
thought Buffalo there in 1979. Miss Rapper.
That's a
Okay,
little
that
early
is
for James
it. So 21 other. Stephon Page. No thanks. I don't want any more.
Lofton.
Jim Benton. I don't know what CLR is. That Cleveland? Maybe I don't know. Cloyce Box in 1950.
Yeah, I was gonna get that one.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
Charlie
that was easy.
We're thinking of Amari Cooper, Cleveland, 2023.
Oh.
West-
Quadri Ishmael.
Mail.
Oh.
Mhm.
That
Brian-
guy. That's what I was talking about.
A Brian Hartline in 2012 for the Miami Dolphins, 253
Who the
yards.
hell is Brian Hartline?
We did the best we could.
Yes, we did.
And we were above the
So
average.
we beat the average?
Yeah, we did.
Nice.
So there you go.
Sweet.
Back over to you, bud.
Oh, that's it?
That's it. That's all I've got.
All right. Okay. Perfect. Well, Quadri Ishmael. Damn. I remember that name.
Yeah, Kareem
Yes.
Hunt. That's going to haunt me now. That entire we should have nailed that one. Damn it. It's like,
I
darn it
hate
all.
Kareem Hunt even more now.
Right? Oh, goodness.
Especially since we could have picked him for Cleveland and Kansas City. It's
Yeah.
very upsetting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we thank you for indulging us in this strange and unusual episode 257, but we will be back to normal, hopefully. Fingers crossed for episode 258. And until then, we just say peace.